Hello losers. This is footage from about 6 months ago, shortly after I had gotten into that car crash and almost died. I truthfully almost did not want to share this because I look gross 75% of the video and the lighting is very bad. But then I remembered I am a bad bitch who can't be killed and I do not care what you think of me unless you are my mother. Before we begin, I must warn you of two things. 1. I was listening to Ariana Grande the whole time I was doing my makeup and thus I had to mute the original audio or else this video would have been blocked. 2. I was hopped up on pain meds and thus cannot be held accountable for any atrocious things you may see me do. For example, this.
Hello, it's Present Maya. So for step one of all of this mess is I do my brows, and the way I do my brows is I outline them with brow pomade, and then I fill them in with light hair-like strokes, and I'm using the ABH number 12 brush, I'm pretty sure. What happened there was I was trying to tap off the excess shadow when it hurt my wrist really bad, but basically I start off with a pink in my crease, and then as you see I have red all over my eye. That was because my blending with my left hand wasn't good, nor was with my broken hand, so I just worked with what I had. So this little fun moment is me literally going back and forth saying, should I do a cut crease? No, I shouldn't. Should I do a cut crease? And then obviously, of course, I tell myself I'm going to do a cut crease even though that's a bad idea because I can't even blend with my left hand, but here I go, I'm doing it. Yes, this decision was just a cherry on top to this whole video. Basically, I tried to turn my cut crease into a huge wing liner, and does it look good? Apparently when you're hopped up on pain meds, it does. Here is where the real trials begin. I wanted to put on lashes so bad. At this point, I hadn't worn any sort of like false lashes or even really makeup at this point in like almost a month, actually probably over a month. And I wanted to feel good, and that's what makeup usually does for me. And so I'm trying my best to put on lashes, and like I did a fairly good job. You can totally see the band coming up in some areas, but I just really don't care. I see a lot of makeup artists with their bands coming up at the front of their lash, so really, who are you all to judge? I genuinely have no clue what the heck that thing was that I was just picking at on my eye. It would have been lash glue in any other scenario, but I hadn't worn lashes in so long. So I guess I'm just like gross. onto the face. Generally, I don't actually use primers because I just like to moisturize my skin really well before foundation. But for this, I did use the Too Faced RX Hangover Primer because it's a pretty good moisturizing primer and it sets my skin very well. But I also used the Too Faced Born This Way foundation as well as the Born This Way concealer. As for face powders, I don't really use powder that much on my face. I set my under eyes every once in a while, but if I'm totally honest, in the summer I don't even do that. So as you can see, I'm a little shocked by the amount of powder that I just put on. Also, yeah, that brush smelt. I should have been more concerned, but I still kept using it. And then bronzer and blush. As you can see, I use a light bronzer, but I do love to drown myself in blush. I would love to just always look ill. Like, I want to look like I have 110-degree fever. Like, I hope that's what's translating when you look at me, you know? And then obviously, highlighter, I'm using the ABH Amrezy highlighter because it's the best one. And then onto the lips. I tried to do an ombre effect, so I start off with a red plum shade in the middle of my lips, and I patted that out with my fingers, and then you see what looks like a liquid lip later, but it's actually just a blotted lip from ColourPop, and I use that all around my lips just kind of as like a lip liner, and then also to tie in all the colors, and I topped it off with Fenty Gloss Bomb. And yeah, that's it. I was gonna say tutorial, but that's the video. That's the video. The end. Alright. I'm real proud of myself, as you can see. Okay. Goodbye.